Hello everybody, welcome back to Betway's Weighted to Win. It's good to have you with us. Daryl Marie is now on a break and Darren Burrows is back with us. It's good to have him. Of course, we're at the Vaal Classic track today. There are 8 races that we've got to go through and we'll chat to Darren about what he likes this afternoon. Reminder about our social media on X and on WhatsApp. You can join on any of those platforms whenever you choose or is convenient for you. The false rail on the classic track today is set out at 6 metres at the 600 metre mark, so you'll recall that will throw them out to the middle outside. So it's likely to be competitive racing in the closing stages, I can tell you that much, from what I can recall the last time that happened. All right, the first race, let's go through the market here. Number 2, Kinshin Shah is the favourite at 8 to 10. The second choice, number 3, Babylon at 17 to 10. And number 1, King Harry's a first-timer. Ridden by Muzi Yeni, he's from the Michael Azzi stable, and Adam Azzi, they're priced up 6 to 1. Another first-timer, Johan Janssen van Vieren, has got number 6, San Simon, and that's trading at around 12 to 1 thereabouts, and then 20 to 1 and better the others. Please note, scratched here now, number 7, Statement, not running, that's been taken out, and so Kinshin Shah is a short when we did the show at around 8 to 10. Mr. Burrows, it's good to have you back, my friend. Welcome home.
Thank you, Clyde. Very good to be back. I look forward to this meeting ahead of us. I thought in the first race, now Kinshin Shah, he's been a beaten favourite in his last 2 starts at 9 to 10 and 3 to 10. Now they've dropped him in trip and put the blinkers on. So hopefully he can get it right today. But, you know, when a horse gets beat at 3 to 10 in a weakish field, you've got to have doubts, but he is going to take some beating. Babylon is the danger. Now, last time out, he moved up strongly, didn't quite finish his race off. That was over 1,200. He's dropped back to 1,000 as well. So the race looks between numbers 2 and 3, and follow the market with regards to number 1 from the Michael Azzi stable, the first-timer.
Okay, that will do. I know with regards to Babylon, Eiffel Tower came out and won from there. So watch out for that. But interesting race it will be. Will this favourite win or get run over and hopefully kick the habit of getting beat? Let's see what the story is here. Darren Burrows has worked out a buy pot for us. He's gone 2 and 7. Remember, the 7 is out, so you double up with a favourite. The second leg, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 11. By banker 2, by 1, 3, 7, by 1, 2, 3, and then 1 and 4. Welcome back to Betway's Weighted to Win. We're on to race number 2 on the card now, and this is the Betway Tote Rewards. It's a maiden plate over 1,000 metres. Hopefully you've joined the Betway Tote Rewards Club. Note that in this race, a field of how many? 11. And note that the 11 horse has been taken out. A horse called Potato Salad is not running here. Market's got a first-timer for Johan Janssen van Vieren, number 9, Green Fame, top of the board, just priced up at around 5 to 2, I think you can get, thereabouts. 2 Empress Game is the second choice, trading at around 7 to 2. Also 7 to 2 this morning when we did the show around 10 o'clock, number 1, Flying Puma, at that price. And you can get 7 to 1 about the 4th horse in the market, number 3, White Hills, 7 to 1. So 10s and better about the others. Darren, I guess, you know, this first time, with respect to everybody else, don't need to be too good, to be honest.
Yes, Clyde, it's not a strong field. You know, let's start with the first time in our Green Fame. The comment says we'll probably need the experience. There was early market support, but it might drift race time. Another first-timer, Empress of Normandy, a William Longsword out of a Dynasty mare. This horse could go well on debut as well, but there's no market support. So then you've got to look towards the horses with the experience. Now, Flying Pumas had the 3 starts, 2 good runs over 1,000 metres. Last time out, the 1,200 quarter out. White Heels interests me because she has shown glimpses of ability. She's returning after a bit of a break, but she has run second behind a horse like Elegant Ice, who's above average. As long as she jumps with them and goes to the head of affairs like she did usually, last time out she didn't get the cleanest of breaks and was on the back foot. And then Empress Game, she's had the 6 starts in the maiden. She's placed in all of those starts. She is struggling, but this isn't a strong field and it wouldn't surprise me. So all of 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9, I thought have winning chances.
Interestingly enough, out of that, the Sunshine Day, that's where Flying Puma ran second. That or Southern Style. The third horse came out at one, so that's not too bad. But it could be an interesting race. Darren's worked out a place accumulator, so here we go. Let's put that up. First leg, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 11. You can't really blame him because it does have that look to it now. By Banker 2, by 1, 3, 7, by 1 and 3, by Banker 4, by 3 and 8, and at the back we're going 2 and 6. Right, the Betway Aviator maiden plate, it's over the 1450 metres. What are they looking line-up here wise? I see that Pierce Stradham's got a ride on a first-timer for Michael and Adam, as he called Battle of Barberton, number 6 on the card, who's priced up at around 28 to 10. 2 Royal Editions, the joint favourite, at that price all the same. Number 3, Breath of Magic, is trading 4 to 1. And number 1, Trip to the States, is trading at around 8 to 1. They are betting 10 to 1 and better about the others. Now, Darren and I, he's worked out a rerun for us, so we're going to show you a replay in a moment of a horse called Royal Edition. I think this is where Darren wants to go back and have a look at Royal Edition's penultimate start when he ran second to that horse Falcon Strike. Let's go and have a look at it. You'll pick it up. This horse races for Philip Labuschagne, and it's there in the orange colours. So racing about 5 off the right-hand side of your picture is Royal Edition, and this is the one Darren thought we might want to have a look at. Falcon Strike ends up going on to win the race. Was in here, and a horse called Crepuscola actually came out from this particular form line and came out and won. So you can watch. You'll see that Royal Edition over this particular 1400 metres. This is obviously using the most of the straight. Remember, today's on the Classic where they go around the turn. And it does stay on rather gamely. Falcon Strike now, on the right, you'll see starts to close in fairly quickly. Was Up's in the lighter blue. And as they go across it, Royal Edition only gets beat a half to 3 parts of a length. So that's not a bad performance, I guess, being game and staying on, Darren. From what I saw, must have a chance then.
Yes, Clyde, I thought that was the right replay to show because 1400 metres is pretty much what he runs over this time around. Last time out, they tried him over 1700 metres. He didn't finish the race off. Back over 1400, we have seen one winner from that form line. I know a lot of runners in that race ran unplaced in their next start, but I still feel that form line is stronger than what he faces in this race. So a banker in the pick 6, but I've got respect for number 6, Battle of Barberton. A lovely pedigree, a Lancaster bomber out of a Western Winter mare, cost quite a bit at the sales. Michael Azzi, Pierce Stradham, jockey booking. This horse could be anything. So 2 and 6 to fight it out, but I do believe Royal Edition will be the first racehorse past the post for the pick 6.
Okay, let's hold thumbs that will be the case for Royal Edition. You heard Darren, watch out for the Azzi first-timer. Remember, this is a 1450 to go round the turn on the Classic track, and the false rail is out around about 6 metres or thereabouts. So interesting to see how that's going to play out. Here we go. Darren's worked out his pick 6 for us. Banker the 2. We'll take our chances. We got that first time. If that does happen to win, let's hope we at least run second. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we banker the 2 at the back. That's a 1400 Rand pick 6. Now, this is a challenging race. Betway back-the-box maiden plate over 1450 metres. Not easy. Race due to go off at about 20 past 2. Daryl Marie is away. We've got Darren Barrows with us, back in action again. Good to have him with us. Reminder about our social media platforms on X and on WhatsApp. You're welcome to join and follow on both platforms, or either one, depending whatever you prefer, whatever convenient for you. What was the betting look like this morning? Well, number 7, Right Turn on Red was the early favourite at 2-1. I don't know if it's going to stay like that. 1, Lorna Lily is 22-10. 4, Villas Samaya is the third choice at around 9-2. And number 3, Life Lesson is trading at 9-2. There may be a bit of value in that. We'll talk to Darren Burrows about it to see whether or not this horse Life Lesson, Darren will go enjoy the extra for going the 1450.
Definitely, Clyde. This could be the horse to beat, you know. I know the betting doesn't suggest so, but she's improving with each and every start. She's getting closer and closer. I thought that run behind Storm Player, not a bad effort because Storm Player is above average. Right Turn on Red. Now, she's slow into stride out the gates. I see she lost a length in both her starts. And from a deep draw, she might, if she loses a length at the start, she might have to tuck in towards the back end of the field. Both her form lines haven't stood up. I mean, direct winners, nothing from both her form lines. So that has to be a concern. Lorna Lily, now since she joined the Yanni Borman stable, she's really come well. She's consistent. Her maiden victory's not far away, and she could get it right here. I thought those were the leading lights, numbers 3, 7, and 1. But it isn't a strong race, and you could get a joker in the pack.
Thanks for that summary, Darren. You are reminded that this horse number 6, Easy on Me, is not running. They've taken that horse out. Well, it's a jackpot opportunity, race number 4. Let's take a look at what the pot looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 3, 5, and 8. This is the Betway Boost Pinnacle Stakes Race 5. It's over 2,400 metres, due to about 5-3. And so hopefully you got your bets on. 7 out of your league is not running. That's been taken out. There's your code about Betway. If you want to just scan with your phone to open your account, it's that simple. It'll do it, just about do it for you, really. It's one of the most convenient ways to open your Betway account. Okay, well, what's the plan here in this race? Second jackpot opportunity, Zeus is top of the boards. Number 3 is 17-10. May well pull it off again, this horse going over the distance on this Vaal Classic track. Arumagum, second choice at 5-2. Number 9, Opera Glass, is trading at 5-1. And the 4, Top Sail, is trading at 7-1. Also 7s, by the way, is number 6, Twin Turbo, stablemate to Zeus. 14s and better about the others. I guess, Darren, in a race like this, it does look like Zeus, but with stayers, you know, you just really can never tell. It's, you know, a lot of the time, the same 4 or 5 horses that meet, you know, they run 4 or 5 times against one another. You can get, you know, equally different results.
Yes, Clyde, the pace of the race also says a lot in staying races. You know, if you get a slow run race and a horse gets it easy up front, they can always get away top of the straight. But this particular race, I thought Zeus, one of the leading lights. Now, he won a very good race last time out, and it was good to see him back to winning ways because we know what type of ability he has. He is entered for the Summer Cup. I think he can go back-to-back in this type of company. Now, Arumagum ran second in the Gold Cup last time out. He's making his seasonal reappearance. He's got the top weight, but he's very good stayer, and Pierce Stradum takes the ride. Now, you got Flying Bull is an interesting runner. This horse pulled off a good few wins in a row once upon a time with the Paul Peter stable. And then he changed stables, had a long break, and he never recaptured that form. I see he's now joined the Tony Peter stable. We could see this horse improve lengths, so don't exclude Flying Bull at a big price. Opera Glass has a small chance, so I'm going Zeus, Arumagum, Flying Bull, and Opera Glass.
Well, interestingly, number 2, Flying Bull, is trading at 14-1, so Darren may have picked up on a little bit of a shrewdie there, so just keep your eyes open. With regards to our next opportunity to bet, well, let's take a look at what will be your next, what is it, jackpots? Yep, second jackpot, where we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are the top 3 legs. And for 280 Rand, Darren will be taking his chances in bankering number 2, Stormy Choice at the back. Betway, we pay your tax on horse racing wins. It's a middle stakes race. It's over 1,000 meters. There'll be 7 of them that basically line up over here in race number 6. And this is what are we going into the final pick 3 of the day. So perhaps let's work that out. We'll get some insight from Darren Burrows, who's back with us now. Daryl Marie is on leave, taking a bit of a break. Let me see the market. What does it look like this morning when we did the show? Cliffhanger number 4, that's Gavin's ride. Gavin Larina's 19 to 10. 1 Ozen Coeur is second choice, 28 to 10. Number 3, Rose for Trippy, is the third choice, 9 to 2. And number 7, On Q, 6 to 1. 5, Cosmic Star is trading 10 to 1. 10 to 1 about Smith and Wesson. And there's just one other which is quoting, make worth referencing, is Super Agra, who's at 20 to 1. All runners then quoted. So, Mr. Burrows, I know there are a few that can run that are fairly decent here, but, the reliability is another question.
Yes, Clyde, this race is very competitive, but I do like Cliffhanger quite a bit. Now, he joined a new stable last time out, the Van Vieren stable, and his first run on the high fault was a cracker. Showed pace, was outrun by a really smart youngster called Ready to Charge. Now, he had Rose for Trippy half a length behind him, and he's a kilo better off at the weight. So he could confirm that form with Rose for Trippy. You've got Ozencare. The 4 kilos off his back is going to help. Last time out, he went down like a machine, and I really thought he was going to take a ton of beating. He won a good race. The 4 kilos off his back, so the penalty is not too bad. Cliffhanger for me, if building on that last effort and acclimatized more on the high faults, drawn hard up on the outside, I think he could get away.
Okay. It is interesting, out of that form line with that you made reference to, that you like, of course, Cliffhanger, the horses that you reference, also that was Corey Lensley. Global Thunder came from that form, where Cliffhanger ran second and Rose for Trippy ran third. Global Thunder's already confirmed the form line. Well, what are we going to do in a race like this? Darren suggests perhaps let's go with number 4, Cliffhanger, currently priced up at around 2 to 1, and he recommends a straight up win bet. Race 7 is called the Betway Money Back Boost. It's a handicap over 1,200 metres. Race due to go at about 5 past. There are 8 horses that are in this race that will line up for us. And let's take a look at the market. Top of the boards is number 6, Dark Tide. Fani Broncos, in fact, got the 2 favourites. 3 to 1 about that, and 3 to 1 about number 3, Coming in Hot. So, yeah, and I think that stable's going to start turning now. Watch the Broncos yard. 4, Meteorics, third choice at 5 to 1. Number 2, Here With Me, is trading at 5 to 1. 11 to 2, number 5, After Hours. And then you can get, what's the rest? 7 to 1 about the 8, Written in Stone, who was, right there in that last start. And then double figures about the other 2 in the race. All right, I don't know. I can't say it's the most encouraging sort of race, where we can make suggestions to have a full go on any particular horse. Personally, anyway, Darren, what's your take on it?
Clyde, I thought a horse that should finish in the first 3 is Coming in Hot, because he's consistent. Last time out, he was beaten a short head by Whirly Whirly. Now, they did give him a 4-point penalty, but then again, the apprentice takes off 1.5, which accounts for 3 points. So surely, off that rating, he's going to run another honest race. Now, you have Written in Stone that was 4 lengths off Whirly Whirly in that same race, and he's slightly better off at the weights. He's only got 52 to shoulder. He's an 8-year-old, but he could have another win in the tank. After Hours from a 1 draw, he'll be competitive. So I'm going 3, 8, and 5 to fight it out.
What's interesting here about Written in Stone also is that, his last few starts was 1,400 metres. They've dropped Written in Stone into a 1,200 now. So that's going to be interesting to see how he handles that. But the race will tell. Well, you heard what Darren likes. This is the last double of the day. So here's our recommendation for you, race 7. We suggest trifectas, and we recommend boxing 3, Coming in Hot, 5, After Hours, and 8, Written in Stone. Welcome back. Lovely to have you with us. The Betway Weighted to Win. It's our last race today at the Vaal Classic Track. This is our reminder about the next Vaal race meetings on Thursday, 5 October, this coming Thursday. We're currently looking at a handicap at the 68 level over 1,200 metres. For the last time, there's your social media options on X and WhatsApp. Hopefully you've already joined and you are following. Well, Stormy Choice, market-wise, let me give you an idea quickly, and then we'll have a look at the rerun. Darren wants us just to point out something to you, so I'll just take a look. Two Stormy Choice favourite, 18, is it 18? Yeah, 18 to 10 at the moment, at 10 o'clock this morning. 3 Inventrix around 5 to 1. Number 6, Meet the Captain's the third choice at 5 to 1, and there's one other in single numbers, and that's number 1, Say Veloci, is at 7 to 1. It's double figures, 10 to 1, and better about the others. Now, the run we're going to look at of Stormy Choice is the penultimate start. This is for David Nevenazen. Calvin Habib is riding today, and Calvin Habib rode last time. This was over 1,000 metres. It was on the inside track at Turfentine. Now, Stormy Choice is almost a grey looking. He's in the middle of the track with the light blue and the black cap, right? Got to get to Golden Sickle, who's in front. The second horse, Wings Within Me, is down towards the inside over there in the black and yellow. And the other one that's run right towards the back's a horse called Meteoric, who came out and won. So Golden Sickle kept going, but Stormy Choice would not give up without a fight. Darren, the interesting thing about all of this, of course, that's over 1,000 metres. Of course, today is at 1,200 and it's around the turn. Does that concern you at all?
Clyde, that is the question mark in the race, because he's tried the 1160 twice on debut, a fair effort, but faded late. And then her third start, I think it was, where she pulled up, not striding out. So you can forgive her that run. Now, her penultimate start over 1,000, she ran third behind Golden Sickle. That was an 80 handicap. This is a 68 handicap. Now, on pedigree, I had a good look at her pedigree. She's a Quarari out of Stormy Coast. Now, Stormy Coast won from 1,000 metres to 1,700 metres. So being out of that Fort Wood mare who stayed well over a mile, surely this filly is now looking for 1,200 metres. That's just how I see it. And from a 2 draw, she can get in the box seat and hopefully she can finish her race off strongly. If she doesn't, then we're in trouble, but I would take my chances and have a bet. Yeah,
because straight after that, it really becomes anyone's choice. Okay, well, let's hope. David Nevenazen hasn't had many runners, to be honest, this season. We're only a couple of months into the season. He hasn't had many. Hopefully this will be his first winner of the season. Let's take a look at what Darren recommends for the last Stormy Choice straight up win. Remember this morning when we did the show, was trading at around 18 to 10, 2 to 1 or thereabouts. That takes care of our Tuesday show. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch up Wednesday.